Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday, the first Wednesday of 2024. Wow. How remarkable, right? Oh my God, the first Wednesday of 2024. Big news. What's poppin'? Good morning, good morning. All right. We are live. We're doing it. What's going on today with the news? We've got a FOMC member speaking here right now. Looks like we got a little bit of news coming out here at like what, 9:50 or so, or 8:50, and then we've got news at 10 o'clock today. 10 o'clock, decent amount of news today at the 10 o'clock slot, 10 o'clock hour, 10 o'clock time. So we'll see what happens here today. Right now, the NASDAQ moving on down to Party Town. How low can she go? How low can she go? We'll find out here. Right now, the NASDAQ dipping down here pre-market. If we look at pulling up the NASDAQ right here at the 30s here now. At the 30s, can we move down? Probably see if we can move back down to this overnight, the morning low so far. 8 o'clock, we had that low down there at the 598s. Big sell-off yesterday. Big sell-off, lots of action. Market pushed back up. And then again today, selling off overnight. So the London hour has not been good for the markets. There's not been a lot of bulls, I guess, waking up for the London session. Been pretty bare. The bears have been awake late at night. Got a lot of late night bears trading here. So let's see what happens here today. Will we get the push? Will we get the drop, the pop and the drop pop? We got the VWAP right now up there at the 16,666 area here on the NASDAQ currently. And well, let's see what happens here today. The ES and NASDAQ both selling off here. Woo, buddy. It's Wednesday. It's time to party. Let's go. All right. So we get ready here. Yesterday, what do we got yesterday? A lot of crazy action there yesterday. The low of day yesterday down there at the 16,020 area, 16,020, and then the squeeze back up there to the end of day squeeze back up. Wow, huge squeeze back up there end of day, back up there 16,700s currently here at the 16,030. So the low, overnight low down there at the 598 area. And right now, the NASDAQ, little pop back up there after 8 o'clock. And then right now, kind of pulling back here. And we will see how she plays here today. VWAP up there at the 65s. NASDAQ kind of down here at the lows currently. I'm thinking probably pull back here, 620s or so. What happens down there at the 620s next? Or if we pop up here today, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens here today on the NASDAQ. Got the book map today. I'm back in Orlando, so we can actually look at the book map here today. You can see the book map, little squeeze. Back up there towards the 40s right now. Got a lot of liquidity sitting up there at the 45, 46s. $45, $46s to the upside up there. So see what happens here today. Look at that. Kind of go right through the 40s already. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Been a while since I've looked at the book map, to be honest. I don't have the book map at my house, and I gotta get it. Gotta get it set up. I've been slacking. Been too much fishing. Not enough book mapping. Right now, the book map here on the NASDAQ. Bunch of liquidity kind of up there at the 45, 50s, kind of even right now, but there's 45 contracts sitting at the 50s currently. There's a little bit of news coming out here soon. A little bit of news coming out here. And then we got 10 o'clock news here today. 10 o'clock ISM manufacturing orders, and also Jolt's job openings as well from November. So, see how the market reacts to the news here today. Kind of chopping around here at the 30 to the 40s. The ES, the NASDAQ, both having some trouble here for now. So let's see how she plays. Bunch of liquidity down there at the 22s as well. Kind of in the middle of that liquidity area. 22 liquidity to the downside. In the NASDAQ, that low of day from yesterday down there at the 23s. So low of day from yesterday at the 23s currently. Well, 21s not currently, but from yesterday there. Kind of chopping around here. 30 to the 40s. How'd you guys do yesterday? Wow. Crypto Lifer, $50 tip. Let's go. Starting the day, I'm up $50, baby. Thanks for that. It's getting hot already. I got to take the sweater off. I got this new sweater here. Woo, buddy. Oh, show some skin on the stream. Show some skin on the stream here. Well, session disconnected. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yesterday had a big sell-off on the NASDAQ, the ES, big sell-off. We had a sell-off so far, kind of this very similar move to yesterday. Will we continue to make new lows here again today? The million-dollar question, like always, everybody wants to know, where are we going to go? How high, how low? All that fun stuff. So let's see what happens here today. Right now, kind of holding up here at the 30s. And not really doing much here. We got about another 35 minutes until the market opens. This 15-minute chart right now, just kind of stuck here at the 30s. Chopping around there for now. Thinking we test that low from earlier here today again, down there to the 600 flat. But we've also got the VWAP to the upside, 666 VWAP to the upside there. So we'll find out here. All right. Finally kind of through this 30 level. See if we move down there 20s or more. There we go. Nicely dumping. I want to say dumping, but moving down here now. 20s would be the ES down there. The 66s area would be the low from earlier. The NASDAQ a little bit more off the low. So I would say if the ES can take out that low, the NASDAQ will want to take out some lows as well. So right now, liquidity even more to the downside there. How low can she go? My voice is so calming. Yes. It's actually my goal to just have a very calm voice. So calm. NASDAQ just kind of chopping around here at the 30s. Ooh. Some accelerating selling there. Going for that 20 down there. Oh my baby Jesus. Well, that was, there's the move. Oh man, look at that thing. It did it. It did it. It did it, boys. Down there to the 20s now. That was fun. Fun little quick drop-a-rooney there. Little drop through, right through that 20 area we were looking at. Down there to the 17s, all that liquidity. I think that news just dropped or something just dropped there. That yellow book, the red book, it dropped at 855 actually. So still going lower here. Oh, buddy. Sorry, I'm trying to move something around. I'm on this other computer in Orlando right now, so I gotta switch some things around here. But you can see right now, I got one short there. We're looking for that breakthrough the 30s. I took one off there at the 20s. And I don't want to see if this is gonna want to move down to that low from earlier. Would be kind of what I would like to see, but right now pushing back up here. Looking at the book map here. Looking at the book map here, you can see kind of getting some buyers step back in there. So let's see. Ooh. What happens there? I think as long as we stay kind of below this 30 level, we should kind of continue to move lower. If we look at the 15-minute chart, we basically want to stay below kind of this 30 level. Try to get down here to this low. So let's see, that 15-minute candle, a little pushback up there, but that was a nice little drop right through that liquidity there. The ES down at the lows right now. The ES at the overnight lows. Let's see if I can pull that up. This is the 30-minute chart. You can see that overnight low or the morning pre-market low down there at the 598s. We've had that. We're pretty much at the low of day from yesterday, which if this turns into a resistance, we should continue to move down. Is what I would like to see here. So right now, looking to see if we can move down here. I got one contract left here. At this point, I'm going to move my stop basically right there on that last contract, right below break even, just to make sure we lock in that profit. But I would like to see, I think it's a pretty good setup to try to take out that low, especially with the ES taking out that low over there. We really want to kind of target that 600 level here, and we'll see if we can get down there. So let's go. Looking good so far here. All right, all right. See on the book map, a bunch of liquidity down there at the 603s. So can we get down there to the 603s or so? The ES trying to make a new low right here with the ES giving up that. If the ES gives up the low, the NASDAQ should try to take out that low from earlier down there to 600s again as well. So we still got 27 minutes till the market opens. 27 minutes till the market opens here. And I'm looking for 600s or lower. 600s or lower, baby. My target down here at the kind of 98s, maybe even lower. I don't know where my pivot points are at. Pivot points here. Pivot point standard, my indicator, my pivot points. We got a pivot point all the way down there at the 16,550. So she's looking tasty right now. Looking real tasty, boys. Looking for that 600 area. You can see on the QQQ as well, trying to move down here, that 399 area. 400 basically, giving up that 400 area. See if we can get that QQQ move down here. Get the move down here. Take me lower. Can you take me lower? All right, all right, all right. Down there to the 08s now. 07s down there. 09s. Patrick, how does it feel only trading one contract? Well, I was trading 3 contracts. I took them off there, but still got one runner left. Just trying to be patient. Let this do its thing, you know? See if it works. At this point, it's just pretty much a free trade. I'm trying to not trade pre-market, but this setup was just, I felt like this was a really good setup for that break below the 30s there. And well, we had a big move, kind of similar to yesterday, big move down, that overall momentum to the downside. So I saw once we lost this 30 level, the book map kind of giving me idea here. So I try to not trade the pre-market, but it was just looking too damn good. So let's see what happens. So currently short, looking for a move through this low down there. We got about 23 minutes till the market opens. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. We are doing it. We're doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. What the frick is going on here? Come on. I always hate these. This is like that moment where you're like, do I take it off? Do I take off the profit? Do I let it ride? If I cover right here, it's gonna drop to my target. So fuck it. Fuck it. There we go. Now it's going. I'm gonna move my stop down here basically to this 10. So that's guaranteed that we lock in 20 points. And we'll see if we can get all the way down there. Or it might get stopped out right there for 20 points. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna move my stop right there to the 6s. That's $500 on one contract, so I'll take it just in case we bounce here. Even though the ES is making a new low right now, just want to make sure I lock in my profits this morning and make it easy for myself. I started this new account for the new year with just a Trade Evade account, real money account, not a prop firm account. And you can see, where can I pull it up at? Total equity in the account, $5,000 today. We're up $700. I think there was like a little extra in it, but so $700 on the day, 2 contracts there in the Trade Evade account. And we locked in some easy profit there and happy with that. So just kind of working on some other stuff here and we'll see what happens. Patrick, are you ever going to pay your debt starting with the $800 you owe Nutty? No, I will not. I'm not paying him. Not paying him. I'm not paying him. I will not pay him $800. Nutty Bar can go get fucked. That's it. I don't know if he's making new accounts just so he can come comment on my channel or not, but I don't care. I literally don't care. All right, so the NASDAQ down there to the lows. The ES made a new low. We're probably going to take out this low on the NASDAQ, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want it to like bounce back up and do something stupid here. So I took my profit on that short from the 30s. We were looking for this breakdown through the 30s. You can see pretty much this perfect little setup there, especially on this kind of bounce back up liquidity grab to the upside. And then that wash right through there. We should move down through the 600s here next, but I'm going to wait for a market opens and see how it goes. Greatest nothing from the 30s down to the 10s. Let's go. Easy peasy mac and cheesy, baby. It is nice to get a nice little trade in before the market open. Always nice to, especially if it's green. Start the day out in the green, obviously, is nice, you know, so. All right. Oh. We got a market open coming up here sooner than later. We've got, what, about 20 minutes here till market opens. And there's that move down there to the 601s now. Like I said, the ES making a new low, the NASDAQ heading down there to try to make a new low here as well. So as well. Got some big news coming. Big news. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to announce the news. Do I do it on the live stream? Do I do it in a video? Do I do it on Twitter? Where do I do it? Where's the big news? Where do I drop it? How does the world want to find out? Or does the world even care? Also the question. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, let's go. Connor Clark, I'll send you a handwritten letter to your home address. Just put your home address in the chat. Put your home address in the chat and I'll send you the letter. Does it involve changing the name of your boat? I might have to buy a new boat, honestly. You can't really change the name of the boat, so I might just have to buy a new boat. Oh, man. Oh, man. Definitely not getting married. Not anytime soon. I'm going to live stream my wedding on YouTube. Patrick Wieland wedding live stream. It's going to be hot. The hottest pay-per-view of 2023 or 2024, sorry. Oh my God, there goes the NASDAQ through the 600s. Oh, fuck me. Look at that. There she goes from the 30s down there through the 600s now to the 95s. Woo! They are just like dumping orders. That order just came out of nowhere and just dumped it right down there. Look at that thing. It was like all of a sudden someone just decided they were going to sell right there. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting there. See if they're going to run that liquidity, that stop, all the stops that were sitting down there at the 600s just got dumped. Just got dumped. All right, so we got a pivot point to the downside there, 550 area on the NASDAQ pivot point. So we saw that big pivot point sitting down there early yesterday morning, and the market moved right down there. So the overnight, once again, selling off the NASDAQ, just not getting the bulls. Pretty much the London open there, 3 o'clock, just and moving down here. So we will see the dollar once again today, the dollar making a move. Look at the dollar rallying up there once again on the hourly chart. The dollar just can't stop, won't stop. So we will see how she plays. Right now on the book map, 1610 liquidity sitting there, 1610. 1610. Oh, man. All right. Just getting ready for the market to open. This is the 30-minute chart here on the NASDAQ. You can see right now we are currently below yesterday's low. So that's 620 area for the bull. You know, we really, for a bullish move, we got to get back above that 620 area right now. 620, 630 area. Got to reclaim that. We got the VWAP all the way up there at the 659. So that as long as we kind of stay below yesterday's low, it is going to be probably a continuation of that move. And then we got that pivot point to the downside down there. So let's see what happens. Do I have a video about the pivot points? I do. There's lots of videos about the pivot points on the channel. So make sure you tune in every day live right here on YouTube, baby. We took a trade this morning short from the 30s and took profit down there, 606s. It dropped all the way down there to the 91s. Oh, you gotta love it. You try to play it, you know, cautious. You try to play it smart. You're like, all right, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be careful here. I'm gonna take my profit. And then it drops another fucking 10, 15 points. Always how it goes. Always. if I wouldn't have taken profit there, it would have popped back up and stopped me out either way. So YOLO, you only live once, you know, take your profit when you got it. If I look back at 2023, I think about like all the times I should have just taken the profit and not cared afterwards. Take the profit and run away, Patrick. So. There's a pivot point. The pivot point to the upside is all the way up there at the 16,800s. So right now the QQQ below the 400 level. I think that 400 level is going to be kind of a, you know, very mentally kind of mental level. 400 for the QQQ here today. Right now the NASDAQ kind of running some liquidity to the downside, back up above 16,600s already. I think maybe kind of push back up. Test that high of day, the low of day from yesterday. That low of day level is right here. So pretty much this is going to be the important level to reclaim for the bulls. If we can reclaim this level here pretty much, you know, into this, maybe the bulls have a chance to push back up here to the VWAP or so. But overnight, not very, very bullishly looking. So I think really this is going to be a key level. If we get stuck below this 30 to 20 level, well, then I think you've got a pretty good reason to be short here today. So pushing. Back up now. Kevin, 15 contracts from the 610 from 597. Congratulations. Nice little profit. Right now the NASDAQ pushing back up here. We got a bunch of liquidity looking to the upside. There's a bunch of liquidity sitting there pretty much at that key level, that 23, which is the low of day from yesterday. But you can see that's pretty much the algorithms that are pushing that up and down here, right? So the algorithms are basically moving that liquidity, that 100 contract liquidity. What we really want to see is liquidity that's not moving. Like if we look at the bigger picture, where is there liquidity that is not moving? And pretty much the big liquidity that I see that's not moving is down here at the 16,585. So 16,585 is down there, and that's the only liquidity really that's not moving. This liquidity right here that you see kind of moving up and down, that's just the algorithm or the market makers basically. So that really, like, you can't really focus so much on that liquidity, as we really want to look for liquidity that's not moving, because that's an actual order that's sitting there, like that 87 area, 85 level, that order is just sitting there and it's not moving up and down. So we will see what happens at open here. Pushing right back up right now, the NASDAQ off the lows, back up here towards the 20s again. Ooh, buddy. We still got about 10 more minutes here till the market opens. 10 more minutes. And right, ooh, look at that. Right back up into that level now. Oh my baby Jesus. The NASDAQ ran that liquidity off the lows, and now we are right back up there to the 30s now. So what will happen? Will we reclaim? If we reclaim this level and turn it into support, well, we got the VWAP up there next to the 58s. So let's see how she plays here today. Tapped right into that 30 level there. Oh my God. It is going to be one of those days. The market is, it's going to be one of those days, boys and girls. One of those fucking days, huh? One of those damn days. That's about a 15-point drop after hitting that 630 level. What a nasty looking candle right there. Should have taken that short from the 30s. Fucking A. Oh, not one of those. I don't want one of these days. I just don't want it. I don't want it. One of those days. Oh my God. No way. Somebody must be talking right now. Something's happening. Something must be going on. How did we just drop 30 points in a split second there? Holy guacamole. Well, you gotta love when you draw the lines on the chart, the market moves right back up to your lines and then drops fucking 30 points. Yeah, somebody's talking, something's going on. This is not normal. This is not normal. I'll tell you that. That was nasty. Nasty, nasty. Nasty, nasty. All right, we got 7 minutes here till the market opens. We get 500 likes on the stream. We'll do the poll. We going up, we going down today. Up or down? What do you guys think? Let me know so I can do the exact opposite. This is the ultimate indicator right here, people. The #1 indicator on YouTube right here, the Patrick Wieland poll. Do we go up? Do we go down? We're gonna find out. Hee hee hee. All right, we are waiting. We are watching. Can we get a move here? You guys haven't hit that like button. Blow it up. It's free to like. All right, I'm gonna be patient. Let this crazy action figure out which way it wants to go, and then we can take some trades. But as of right now, just be patient, my friends. No point in forcing the trades here, you know. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the rhythm and the place that you used to. You know that song? The blue line is that is a trend line right there. The blue line, 644s. This little trend line from the Lux Algo price action concepts. Right now, the poll. Oh man, 67% say we're gonna go up. 33% say we're gonna go down. That is a staggering slide of numbers here, a bias. There's a serious bias here today, boys and girls. Will the will Well, we get a insane move here today. Oh man. Oh man. All right, so like I said earlier, there's a pivot point. Just going over a little the play here. There's a pivot point 16,550. As long as we stay below this 30 level, I think we move down here today. Take out this low, and it should pretty much go right to that pivot point. Yeah, I don't really see any room. Let me look at a bigger picture, but if I'm looking at the bigger picture here, yeah, I mean, I don't really see any reason to really get stuck here other than this kind of support back in here. But if we can't get above that 630s, looking for that short to the downside there. So 630 area. 630 area. Well, where should go? All right, so the poll, 34% up, 66% down. That's the poll. That's what people are saying. All right. We'll find out here very soon when the market opens. We got about a minute left, people. 1 minute! It's wild, wild, wild Wednesdays. Let's go. On the book map right now, looking at liquidity-wise, there is not much sitting above us. Most of the liquidity to the downside. You got the 585s, you got the 590s. So we will see how she plays here at open today. It's time to party. Ooh, buddy. Will we get stuck below that 30 level and move down here? The 15-minute chart looking pretty bearish. Everything looking pretty bearish into open. We got 10 a.m. numbers, by the way. 10 a.m. numbers. And here we go. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pivot point to the downside. 650 550 down there. Will we sell straight to it? Straight to the downside, back up there now. Little trap to the downside. Let's see, we got to stay. I want to stay below that 630 area here. If this does pop up. Little squeezies. Right back up. This first 1 minute candle, huge range here. Oh man, still staying below that 20 area. So as long as you stay below 20s, the shorts are in control here. Oh, look at that range there. A lot of wicky wicks on the bottom of these candles right now. So I do not have a position open, waiting to see some confirmation. This thing is very, very rippy looking. It could just start to fucking rip up there to that pivot to the VWAP next. We get through this 30 level, that VWAP there, 650 is looking like it would be a good target to be long into. But right now, kind of just stuck here. All right, back down. Oh my God. See if we sell straight down through the 600s again. Bunch of liquidity popping up there at 600 for now, but they should sell it straight down. Let's go right downtown here. We're looking to take out that low there at the 86s now. Take out that low at the 86s. Looking really good. Take out the 86s here. Looking at 86s taken out. We need to go to the downside here. 88s. I'm looking for 80 break. Still holding up there. 86s for now. It should sell through 80s here. Got to go right through here. Gonna take it off right there. Gonna pop. Nope. It's gonna drop. It's gonna pop. It's gonna drop. Pop, pop. I meant drop, not pop, but pop, drop. So taking it off right there. In and out for that 80 break. We got to a low of 81s. But like I said, staying below the 30s there, the shorts were in control. As long as you stay below the 30s, another fucking 30, 40, 50 point move back. There's that pop I was worried about off the 80 level. So right back up there again. This price action is killer. Killer fucking blow up account killer. Not like in a good way. Not in a good way, people. And again, back up here. I think it's got to pop. That was an insane push back up. Oh my God. Off of the lows, right back up there now to the 20s again. Got to get through that 30 area, then the VWAP to the upside at the 45s. So 45 area got to get to next. Get through this 30s. Up into this 30 area now. Can we go straight through 30s up there to the 50s? We got stuck here earlier hard, so through this 30 level should rocket right through there and go right up to the 50s or higher. Up there to the 30s again. You need to go straight through this. Straight through this now. Oh, stuck there again. Oh my baby Jesus. What in the world is going on? They popped at the 30s, stuck there at the 30s again. There's like no liquidity here. Just fucking dump up and down, dumpy. this market. That first 15-minute candle right now looks insane. Now back to the downside here again. That 30 level, the line in the sand, they said, oh my baby Jesus. And again, stuck at the 30s. Do we finally get down there to that pivot point down there at the 550s next? $610 area, trying to hold it now. We flip this 610 area. We should take out 600s there next. Right now, holding it there at 610s. And once again, back up here. Wow. And dumped it again. The chop is real. OMG. This price action right now is absolutely insane. Welcome to the choppiest day of 2024. Haha, get it? Choppiest, second chop, best number one choppy day of 2024. And once again, back up there, the 25s. Watching the book maps, trying to see what's going to happen here next. So we're going to run. They got the VWAP up there at the 42s, but looks like we're not going anywhere too quick here. And now back up again. Do we take out the 30s, go right to the VWAP here? 31s again. Lordy, lordy. Book map got the 40 liquidity up there next, and then up to the 50s. But there is really no telling. Really no telling here. Do-do-do-do. Level smackdown. NASDAQ, the ES, both just stuck there. The ES back to the lows, the NASDAQ sitting here at the 30s. Again, pushing back up there. Through the 40s, there's the pivot point push. Up there to the pivot point finally. Got some more buyers stepping in here now as well, so. Even go all the way to the 50s there next. That 50 area was resistance there earlier, 46s or so. Right now getting stuck there at the VWAP. And back down to the 30s there. Once again, we got numbers coming out here at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock numbers, by the way. 10 o'clock for the numbers. We tap the VWAP, we move back down. Gotta love it. Bouncing off the 14 EMA right here on the 2-minute chart now. The ES holding the lows down there. The NASDAQ here below the 30s. Absolute chop right now. Waiting for these numbers, 10 o'clock numbers here. The ES making a new low. This should sell down the NASDAQ. Let's see. NASDAQ just not really following the ES right now. The ES is at the lows. The NASDAQ up here at this 30 level. NASDAQ still holding on to the 30s. And back up to the VWAP again. We got numbers coming out here in 10 minutes. 10 minutes till the numbers. Whew. I don't know what to do. Waiting for these numbers, I think, is going to be the best plan here. Once again, kind of bouncing here off the 14 EMA. This is that low of day from yesterday. Low of day right here acting as support. So the NASDAQ kind of staying here at the low of day from yesterday. And back up to the VWAP again. Numbers coming out in 9 minutes. The chop. Getting stuck there at the VWAP multiple times. I mean, do we sell down here? Do we break to the upside? The volatility is real. Not much to really do here. I think we got to push to the 50s now. Is that what's got to happen here? I don't know. Just stuck here right now. 3-minute chart. Stuck below the VWAP. As long as you stay below the VWAP, I guess we'll maybe try to move down to the lows. But right now, looking very tight here at the VWAP for now. So we'll see how she plays. VWAP acting as resistance. 3-minute chart looking very just tight right here. Numbers coming out in 7 minutes. 7 minutes till the numbers. The second day of 2024. Wild action here. Right now, just holding right there at that low of day from yesterday. So right now, we just got to wait for these numbers. We got Jolt's job openings. We got housing numbers coming out here. We're right below the VWAP right now. VWAP as resistance. Got the ES down there at the lows. It's really, it could, these numbers coming out, we could fucking, maybe we pop here. Maybe we drop. I would say as long as we stay below the VWAP, we're going downtown. But as of right now, just stuck here at yesterday's low, this 20 to 40 level, just chop city here. This is a 3-minute chart, by the way. Look at those last two 3-minute candles looking very nasty. Nasty, nasty candles there. The ES is trying to make a new low right now. The dollar popped back up. I don't know. I think we got to push down here. Pushing down here. Down there to the lows again. Numbers coming out here in 4 minutes. All right, 3 minutes till the numbers. 2 minutes and 20 seconds till numbers come out here. Just being patient. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. The ES just made a new low. The NASDAQ has not made a new low yet. The ES down there to the 4,757s. That makes me think that the NASDAQ wants to go lower here. So let's see. Got about a little less than 1 minute till the numbers come out here, or a little more than 1 minute. Now we kind of just want to stay below that low of day from yesterday there. So staying below that would be obviously bearish here, to stay below that level. And right now the NASDAQ going wild. Back up there again. Here we go. Numbers coming out here. Get ready for the numbers. Clearing out the liquidity here. The numbers are out. The ES and NASDAQ both ripping higher here. Oh, buddy. Straight up. Look at that move off the lows, 50 points. Tell me you like to party without telling me you like to party. Well, this is wild. So they ran it right back up to the VWAP there. We still have not cleared the VWAP there on the 3-minute chart, and right back down there again. VWAP resistance is real. Both the ES and NASDAQ both stuck at the VWAP there once again. Oh, baby Jesus. I don't know what to do here. I'm just trying to not lose everything. Would like to see some type of, you know, consolidate, like, I don't know, a trend or something here. Right now, we are just in a massive, massive fucking chop zone. Right now, the VWAP is acting as resistance. We cannot get above the VWAP here on the NASDAQ. If we get above the VWAP, we get some candles to close above it. Maybe we start to push back up here, but as of right now, the VWAP is holding us down here. So not good for the bulls with the VWAP acting as resistance there. You can see 15-minute chart. We broke out to the upside there, but just cannot clear through there right now. So absolutely just insane price action up, down 10, 20 points every single direction. Almost impossible to be right here. And back up off of the 30, back to the VWAP again. We need to get above that VWAP there. Can we turn the VWAP into support? We can get above that VWAP nicely, then I think, you know, 670 area would be to the upside there. But as of right now, just insane chop here. Trying to turn the VWAP into support here. Can we get the push up there to the 60s next? The ES, the NASDAQ, both trying to push up here. And again, just stuck here. Dun, dun, dun. That 640 area acting as resistance back to the 30s now. Just really no follow through here. Stuck at the 40s again. $15-minute chart, chop fest. Stuck at the VWAP there on the 15-minute chart. Not a good look. Just a massive chop fest right here below the VWAP. Now we're starting to move back down here. Do we move back down? Hard to say. And pretty much just right back into that range, back to the lows again. The ES right back down, the NASDAQ right back down from the that 40-50 level, right back down to the lows again there. Can we make up a direction here? Maybe get a direction going? I don't know. And right back down again. The VWAP resistance is real. Back down here to the lows. That 580 is the low from earlier. And then we got that pivot point down there at the 548. So again, making this move back to the 600s. I think we got to start moving down now, right? Move through this low here at the 80s. Try to get down there to the 550s next would be something. We take out the 80s and then try to move down there to the 50s next, 550s. Let's see if we get down there. All right. Testing this 80 level, trying to get through the 80s here, move down to the 50s there next. All right, taking out 70s here. Looking for that move down here to the 50s here now. Ooh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Looking for this move down to the 50s. Right now, 72s. Seeing what happens here, but just that liquidity just kind of sitting here both sides. Nothing too strong for the bulls. We should sell right through here. That pivot point down there, 48, 49, 50. Let's get it. Let's get it. $67s holding up there for now. Maybe a push back to the 90s. There's liquidity sitting there at the 90s all of a sudden popping up there. So 124 contracts. Still looking for this low down there, the 50s. But this 75 level just being tricky right now. Take out the 70s here. $64, $66s, kind of get through there. Can we do that pivot point? Pivot point at the 49s now. 49 pivot point. I think we got to touch it. Touch the pivot, baby. Looking for the 50s. They're being stubborn here. Liquidity at the 90s, just sitting up there, acting kind of maybe like a little bit of a magnet right now. Maybe we push back up, test that 90 level one more time, and then maybe like 85, 86s, and then we get down there to the 50s. That pivot point just down there at the 55s wants to get touched, man. Oh, God. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the rhythm in the place that you used to. Just sell it down there. Get it down there to the 50s already. Let me get out of this. $62 low. We get through the 62s. We get right down there into the 50s next. Fucking with me now. Just fucking with me now, aren't you? What you're doing, you're just fucking with me. This is that moment where you're like, do I take off the short right here? Get out of it? Take the profit? Fuck. Like it wants that 50s. At least like 55 here. You know, like 55. What's wrong with 55? Give me that 55. 59s, come on, don't do it. Don't do 59s. Go to the 55s at least. I got my order of 55 here to get filled. See if we get it. 58s, 57s. 50 on the book map, just sitting down there now. Oh, come on. You just wanted to drop 5 more points. 5 more points is all I want. Just 5 more points here. Pivot point. Touch the goddamn pivot point. Touch the goddamn pivot point. Touch it. Touch it. Oh, my baby Jesus. Why do you do this to me, market? Why? We got to a low of 56s. Come on. How is that possible? No fucking way. No fucking way. 55s, you little fucker. No fucking way. No fucking way. Sometimes. It's gonna get down there. No fucking way. Sometimes. I think the market just wants to give me fucking an aneurysm. If I ever just like fucking start having a heart attack on stream, it's over. Don't let them put me on life support. I don't want to be a vegetable. The market is a cruel, cruel son of a bitch. We got literally to a low of 56.50. 1 point away from my target. I had my take profit at 55. I was like, I'm not going to be greedy and look for the whole move to the pivot point, but I'll look for 55s. And are you fucking kidding me? Oh, that's painful. I hate my life. It's just a joke. That's what it is. Fucking, my life is comedy. Oh. 56s! 50 fucking sixes! Are you fucking kidding me? $56s. How the fuck does that work? 56s. 50 fucking sixes. 50 fucking six. 1 point away. 1 fucking point. 1 fucking point. Just to pop up, just to fuck me. Stops me out of the fucking 80s here. I was short from the fucking, for this break to the 1600s, but fuck. What a stupid fucking trade. Just fucking stupid. That's all it is. Just fucking stupid. Some stupid ass fucking bullshit. Oh, motherfucker. I hate trading sometimes. Fucking hate. It's fucked. Oh my god. It's fucked. What a stupid, stupid, stupid little... Literally. The low on that candle right there is 56.50. Why? How? Like, I don't even get it. I don't even understand. How is my life such a joke sometimes? 1 point away. 1 fucking point. I'm covering at the lows. 1 point. 1 fucking point. My life is a joke. 1 goddamn motherfucking point. I did say the 90s was up there, so joke's on me. Joke is on me. There's that pushback to the 90s. That liquidity on the book map was sitting up there at the 90s. There it is. So, gotta listen to yourself sometimes. I thought we would at least be like, oh, let's tap this 50 area. You know, like get right down here to the 50s. No problem. You know, oh, there's 50. Let's get down there. Hit that pivot point. Any other time, if I would have taken profit there at 56s, it would have dropped to fucking 38s. It's just fucked. It's comedy. Like I said, my life is a tragic comedy sometimes. You just gotta laugh about it. Ha 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 ha. Ha. That's what I do. Just ha 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 ha. Don't you think it's funny? Don't you guys love it? I think it's funny. Well, it might be time just to walk away here. I don't fucking know. Just don't know how you fucking miss a 30-point move. 30 points of profit. How do you miss it by 1 fucking point, Patrick? Painful. And back up here to the 90s, stuck again. Question is, do we move to the 50s now? Yeah. Yeah. These muscles, baby. Fuck. Need bigger muscles to move the market. The ES, the NASDAQ pushing back up here for now, but I still think we're going to see that pivot point down there. Huh. I don't know. It's like it's got to get touched. Oh, man. It's just got to get that pivot point down there, man. He wants it. LOL. Back to the 70s again. Pivot point down there at the 48s. Why can't we be friends? 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 The NASDAQ back up into this gap area. I still fucking think we're gonna head down to this pivot, man. You know? It's just, it wants it. Right? I think it wants it. I don't fucking. Watching the 70 level. Let's see what we're gonna do here at 70s now. If we're gonna sell through here. Oh, well, there we go. Down there to the 66s again. $70 dumping through there. I think we want the fucking pivot point. Finally! Finally! I only want the pivot point. Oh God, don't do it again. Do I take profit right here? Do I take it? Do I take it? Do I take it? Do I take it? I don't know. Do I take it? It went to 52. It went to the 52s. Fuck! I already took a little partial, so I'm just gonna let this last 5 ride. I just re-entered. I said I was taking the short through the 70s. And then it dropped instantly. All right, I'm just gonna take it off right there. It's still gonna go lower, but I'm not gonna fuck around with it. It's fine. I take it right there. Fuck you. Fuck you. And there we go, through the pivot point. Through the pivot point now, down there to the 50s, 45s. Baby Jesus. Finally. I mean, it's kind of funny. I definitely was like, if we go back and you rewind it, I was like, when we were down here at the 60s, 70s, I was like, oh, fuck, there's liquidity sitting here at the 90s, right? That liquidity was there at the 90s on the book map. We pushed back up, we tested that 90 level, and then we rolled off. So we were right there. Right fucking there, boys and girls. Oh, man. Right fucking there, boys and girls. E. Down to the pivot now on the NASDAQ here at the 55, 56s. That was our target. We got it tapping. We tapped it beautifully. Went to a low of 440, 544. So have no fear. The pivot points are here. Have no fear. The pivot points are here. I gotta go to the bathroom. BRB. Too much fucking water. Too much stress. Too much everything. Too much goddamn stress. Drinking all this water. Too much fucking stress, man. Wee! Market pushing back up there. 566s. Dun 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 dun. Now this would be interesting to see if this is going to be the reversal. You know? They rip this thing back up off that pivot point. We've seen it happen a million times. Will today be the day? Look at that 5-minute candle reversing back up here now. We got 22 seconds to see where it closes at. At 80 level, there's a bunch of liquidity up there above 95 on the book map right now. Book map liquidity up there, 95, 1600 area. The VWAP's all the way up there to 623. 623 VWAP. Will we push? A lot of volume traded up there as well. So the question is, through the 80s, get back to that 90 level, 16,000 up there next. Possibly. The ES, problem right now, the ES sitting down there at the lows. The ES is at the low of day. Not looking too hot right now, so. NASDAQ in trouble again here. NASDAQ definitely pushed up a lot more on that bounce off the lows than the ES. The NASDAQ still stuck below this 80 level. If I'm looking for a long, I basically want to see this thing get through the 80s strong. But right now, still looking bearish as long as we kind of stay below that 80s or so. Ah. Still in trouble here. The ES, like I said, the ES is just stuck there at the low of day. The NASDAQ chopping around here at the 60s. Possibly trying to move back down here and looking like a little bit of a bear flaggy here on the, as long as we stay basically below this 77.80 level, I think we would possibly make new low of days here. Low of day, day of low. See where this 5-minute candle closes at here now. Get through this 60 area again. Move down there to that pivot one more time. Maybe lower. The ES just sitting down there at the lows, 47.50 on the ES. Will they drop it through the 60s here now? Getting tight. Getting tight here at the 60s. A move is coming. They're squeezing. Back above the 70s again. We got to get through 80s. This area here, there's a lot of resistance up there. The bears are still in control as long as we're below this. We get above this area, things get interesting for a possible push up back up there towards the 600 level or higher. 81 now pushing back up there. Look at that push. Oh my baby Jesus. 90s on the book map up there next. 95 level, you can see a bunch of liquidity sitting up there at the 95, 600 level. So all that liquidity to the upside, not a lot of liquidity to the downside there. $15-minute chart looking a little bit better here, but like I said, just really need to get through this 90 level. Get excited. That 15-minute chart, you can see here, there's like 3 candles sitting down here at the bottom right now. Obviously looking like a bear flag as long as we're below this 90 area. So those wicks on the bottom though are a little worrisome if you're short. Still got 6 minutes to see where this candle closes at. Really want to see where this 15-minute candle closes at here. Still having trouble getting above the 80s. The bears are still holding it down there below 80. See the liquidity up there, 95 to the 600s. Really not much below us, so. Shorts coming in there once again, holding it down. Chopping around right here. Chopping around here. Need to basically blow right through all this. There's got to be buyers come in there strong to get through 80, 90s quickly. You don't want to get stuck there for too long. There's the push. That 90 liquidity, 85 liquidity sitting there. $82, $83, $85s. Can we go all the way? Looks like it. 85 now breaking. Got to get through here. Bunch of liquidity stacked up. Look at this, all that liquidity there at the 95s. We've got to kind of test that area there now. They're going to take it right up there to take out some of that liquidity. Those sellers are sitting up there. They want to get filled. Those shorts want to get filled up there, trying to get that push up there to the 95s. You saw how all that liquidity was sitting there earlier. Now it got even more liquidity there. So definitely acts as a magnet. All those sellers, it's liquidity for the market to move back down or up or vice versa. So right now, there's that push into that liquidity there. 95s or so. There you go. Right up there into that liquidity. Woo. The move is real. Now the question is, will that be just a dump back down after taking out some of that? You can see how we kind of took out some of that liquidity there at the 95s, some of those stop losses that were sitting there, whatever it was. And rip. So you can see this 5-minute candle getting the breakout right through that area there. Right through there. Now we look to see what happens here. We can turn this 88, 90 area into support or not. Into support or not. Look at it. She's a ripping. Pivot point, I'm sorry. VWAP right there, 620s, and then we got that low of day from yesterday at the 620 area. All that liquidity. All that liquidity. VWAP here, 620s. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. All right, so this is the moment of truth. There's a lot of volume traded at this 610 to 615 area. You got a QQQ pivot point there, 399.86 as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. $621 right there. All right. All right, now we're up to that VWAP again, so we gotta get through that VWAP if we want to push back up here, obviously. But as of right now, market having a little bit of trouble there. $620 VWAP. Wop, 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 wop. VWAP. Not sure I'd want to be short right here. I might be wrong. As I say that, it drops. Hey! Problem now, though, is like if we start to put in a higher low, the higher low is going to be in this area, right? So, like, basically the idea of trying to hold in this area, maybe we kind of push back up like that. So, kind of the idea of bouncing off here. I don't know. I don't like getting short right here, right now. If we lose this, the nice thing is if we lose, let's say we lose this 90 area again, well, then it's like, you know, moving on downtown, and there's plenty of downside potential. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-ba-bum. All right. Trying to be a little patient here to see if we get one more good move out of this today. $1,000 likes to party. We got 665, 654 likes. Can we get a little bit more out of it? $1 million question. All right, all right. We're pulling back here into this area now. The question is, will we hold kind of this 90 area one more time? We can hold this 90 area. See what happens here. Can you take me higher to a place with gold in me? I don't know why I sing Creed whenever I just feel like it's like a market's like, hey, take me higher or lower. Which way you gotta go? All right, this 600 level. Looking at the book map, liquidity wise, what we got here. Nothing really out of the ordinary. There's some liquidity down there at the 570s now. The ES just pushed back up. 55's not looking too hot right now. The ES still not to the VWAP, though. So. Got Fed minutes later on today as well, so. Ruh-roh. Bum 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 bum. Ba-ba-da-bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da. Dollar pulling back. The NASDAQ, the ES pulling back. They're holding up on the 2-minute chart, the 14 EMA right now. We get below 90, we probably start moving back down, lose that little bit of a short-term trend that we've had from that low at 1040. So basically, if we lose this 90 support, we probably move on back down to that low of day. 90 is going to be important for the bulls. So hold on here. You can see on the 15-minute chart, getting denied right there at the VWAP. Once again, the VWAP 15-minute chart, resistance. Funny too, that was right there at 11 o'clock. We talked about that 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock setup there for the VWAP. It's paying the bills sometimes. Paying the bills here. To-do. Still holding up there at the 90s for now. See where the 15-minute candle closed at. It's not looking too bullish right now. The ES is stuck at the 4,756s. The NASDAQ stuck here at the 16,600s currently. Again, bouncing off the 90s, back up there. New 15-minute candle here. If this thing takes the VWAP, I think we have to expect more upside at that point. But now the question is seeing if we can take the VWAP, holding that 90 area. Obviously, as long as we stay above 90, where the bulls are going to be trying to push this VWAP level below 90, I think we would see the low a day again. So that's kind of the plan. It's 11 o'clock. I think I might just walk away. And I got some things I got to handle. Some business today. Some business. Go handle some business and come back tomorrow for Thursday. Wild Thursdays. Wild Thursday. It's Wild Thursday. Something like that. So I'm going to walk away here and let it be. Let it be. Big thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, that 90 area right now, if we get through the 90s, maybe something happens to the downside, obviously. If we can keep that 90 area support, well, then we're looking for some upside potential. But right now, a lot of sellers just kind of sitting here holding this down for now. So as long as we're below the VWAP here, I think the bears are going to try to get this back down. We get through the VWAP, turn the VWAP to support, get it back above that 20 level, the low of day from yesterday. Then the bulls might have some upside potential. I mean, there's obviously upside potential, you know, 80, 700s to the upside there. But right now, she's looking weak here, stuck below the VWAP. So I would say, yeah, that's pretty much the cut and dry. The line in the sand here. The bears, the bulls, this 90 area needs to hold. Can't hold 90s. We're moving on down to another party town down here somewhere. There's also FOMC minutes coming out later on today as well at 2 o'clock. So be prepared for anything. If you guys haven't hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. I will talk to you guys later on.